Hey, I'm Daisy JD and I'm here with MC DEADMAN all the way from London, and this is Are You With The DJ? So we're going to start off with a little set, some jungle and some other little sounds, and then we're going to have a little interview. So yeah, stay tuned.
Yes, people. You're tuned into the Sigil Radio. We got Daisy on the ones and twos and me, myself, MC DEADMAN on the mic. Jungle flavors from the get-go. Shout out to the willow blue inside each and every time, you know. We about to catch a vibe, we about to catch a wine. Flow inside each and every. I don't really care what you're on, cause I'm climbing to the top straight like my name was King Kong, hey. I'm dashing bitches off the roof and use the experience to cause spit fire in the booth, boy. Making money, getting paid, getting shit-faced with my mates and spitting bars up on the stage, yeah. Yeah, they call me a degenerate, cause I'm popping pills just for the hell of it. I get away with anything, like whoopsie-woo. My GB off his face from huffing all that wonder glue. Hey boo, I'll shake my arms and walk away and leave your balls blue. I know I shouldn't, but yeah I do, boy. We dropping beats down in south, seeping through the cracks in your house. We infiltrate the bounce, smoke another ounce while profanities are spewing out my mouth. It's just the way we get down, roll it in. It's just the way we get down in the south, yeah. Come through, different still, ain't no kill for me. I'm too ill, straight shot to the head, just know I kill. It's a high grade thing every time I bill, yeah. And cruddy at the same time, I'm straight to the point, never waste time. Rock it back, time to wind up, you waste time. Bounce to the beat, lose your mind to the baseline. Ayy, pull up on a mic so easy, drift out, yeah, my crew comes easy. Just now we rep out wheezy, gangsta ish, yeah, my crew come greasy. Pull up on a beat like this, pull up on a beat like that, straight under attack. Matter of fact, to the beat stay heavy and the beat stays fat inside on the murderous thing. Phone popping off like a hotline thing. Queen this game, I don't need no king. Rely on the man, I don't need no ring, don't need no thing, don't need nobody. Cause I got my dogs and I got my 20. Man, trash shit, man, come like 20. Think they keep, but they also good now. Can't get shot, got two shots straight to cuff your head. Okay. How you mean? Roll it. In my hand as I am filling up a slip. Been away for days and I know berries in this bag of sniff. I tell rappers on a daily I don't rate them. Fast and furious just like my name was Jason Statham. Leave a guy around me then no doubt that I will take him. Have me eat me for breakfast just like a plate of eggs and bacon. Yeah, I set him up right. Sneaking out his yacht to come and play with me at night. Flow just like my pussy, yeah you know it stays tight. And if a hoe tries step to me, well then you know it's on sight. Like that, sit down, relax up on the track. Cause it is a matter of fact. That I am the one that you've been waiting for. We don't walk in politely and we kick off the door like that. Yeah, straight from its hinges. I'm also partaking in alcoholic binges. Visions all blood just like them girls with long fringes. Trapping in the bando to the crackhead with the twinges. ain't afraid to go intimidate a witness. Leave no evidence, so you know the case get dismissed. Pull up on the set, well then you know it's always litness. Cause I'm the illest in this game. Ain't here to fuck about, so better quickly learn my name. Me and you know that we could never be the same. Cause I'm walking in the sunshine while you're standing in the rain like that. Ha, ha. You're a moist little you. My lungs are burn more Cali with the motherfucking snoop. More dunks in my collection than a motherfucking hoop. And you can catch my fellow tracks out with a can of fucking loop. Roll it in. Sound of the daisy, you know. Coldest baby driller you have ever fucking seen. Ain't messing with the team, I leave the whole clip clean. Your boy can't get enough of me, he's like a fucking fiend, yeah. Forward to my back, he got him wetting out his dreams. What you mean, what you mean? I bring the fucking vibes, I bring the fucking energy. Rude girl business when I step up on the scene, yeah. High grade sessing out the RZA got me lean. What you mean, what you mean, ayy? I smoke away my troubles, you don't know what I have seen. Don't ever judge a person till you know where they have been. Forget about the king, I am the motherfucking queen inside. Roll it in, fuck your praise, I don't need your validation. I got my own space in this male occupation. Yeah, you heard right, it's a female domination. With sand change, you know them kinky situations. Your boy free me and he like it. Vibes cartel, he wanna ride like a bike, yeah. When I see ups, then you know it's on sight. Rude girl, ting, I leave you running for your life. You chat nice, hopefully you never chat twice. Man round here, we catch a body in the night. Rolled up the ting, someone pass me a light. Past bare dark, but you know the future bright, yeah. Ain't a stranger to the flow. Man's been ringing off my phone, telling me to come to his home. Like a damn dog with a bone, yeah, man, he can't leave me alone inside. We about to catch a vibe, we about to catch a wine. With the one they call the daisy inside Sigil Radio. How you mean? Roll it, roll it. Say I am the wall, I daughter, yes. Step from make everybody get started, boy. Said I am the wall, I daughter, step from make everybody get started, eh. The reality auto face so heavy, the mind contorted, yo. I am the wall, I daughter, step from make everybody get started, eh. The reality auto face so heavy, the mind contorted, yo. Have you seen, yeah, have you heard? If man talk, but then man get worse. Pull up on the rock, quick shot, reverse. Nobody can say this sense for the hearse. If man talk, but then man get done. Run up on your fam, run up on your mum, run up on the place, you can hold your spot. When I touch my sound, what to get fun, yeah. Have you seen, yeah, have you heard? Man talk, but then man get worse. Pull up on the rock, quick shot, reverse. Nobody can say this sense for the. If man talk, but then man get done. Run up on your fam, run up on your mum, run up on the place, you can hold your spot. When I touch my sound, what to get fun, yeah. Big tune, big tune. Let's go. We about to catch a vibe inside. Been doing this thing since early, I've been doing this thing since day. That's why the man them know that I'm say, yeah, we're going on making a wave. Come from the southwest day, even the sunshine still looks grey. Every suit I roll, better know this Percy, a man could never catch ones on my J. Big man gets brave, but starts getting paid. While man in the back, big rap cocaine. It's cause for the fame, better stay in your lane. Too many things hang too heavy on the brain. Better watch my eyes start gleaming. Just know that I'm plotting, I'm scheming. Small girl out here, big dreaming. Dead man sold my soul to a demon. Yeah, sold my soul to the devil. Spit curses of a bass and treble. Flow so sharp, this thing like that. When you can't clash me, you ain't on my level. You can never be on my team. Smoke a big blunt like a pipe to the lean. Nightmare flex, you're gathering screens. Cause never a goal, these murderers sings inside. Sound of the murderers. Let's go. Take the piss like I'm walking my territory. No one will stay close to an enemy. Shout to my crew, the one they call engineer. Shout to my dogs, the one commit felony. Got bitch out here, coming pedigree. Next man, yeah, can't get ahead of me. I did the crime, but I paid for time. Now I'm back and you can't get rid of me. Touch my gear, come through differently. Face cube, but flow so viciously. Shout to my girl, yeah, that's it. We jump on the deck and we flow so prettily. North to the south, east to the west, yeah, I am the best. There is no contest. I am the best, and I said it with chest. Take life with ease, cause I've been through stress like, hey. Kill it with a rhythm, when we kill it with a flow, yeah. Kill it with a style, kill it with a no. Kill it with a back to back to back flow. With a crowd say, hey, and I say, boom. Oi, oi. Shout to the Daisy, shout to the Birmingham crew, each and every. Roll it, roll it. Take the piss like I'm marking my territory. Don't always stay close to an enemy. Shout to my crew, the one they call NG, and shout to my dogs that go and commit felonies. Top bitch out here, call me pedigree. Next man, yeah, can't get ahead of me. I did the crime, but I paid the time. Now I'm back and you can't get rid of me. Touch my kit, I come through differently. Face cute, but flow so visually. Shout to my girl, yeah, that's Sicily. We jump on the deck and we flow so prettily. North to the south, east to the west, yeah, I am the best, there is no contest. I am the best, and I sit it with chest. Life with ease, could have been through stress like A. Killer with a rhythm, room, killer with a flow, yeah, killer with a style, killer with a no. Killer with a back to back to back flow. When the crowd say A and I say bo. Killer with a style, killer with a no. Killer with a back to back to back flow. When I walk in and I touch mic, you know the crowd, they lose control. Yeah, now the crowd, they lose control inside each and every time. Let's go, let's go. Yes, yes, Sigil locked and loaded. Pure junglist flavors inside. How you mean? I don't really care what you're on, cause I'm coming to the top straight now. My name was King Kong, ay. I'm dashing bitches off the roof and use the experience to cause a fire in the booth, boy. We making money, getting paid, getting shit faced with my mates and spitting balls up on the stage, yeah. Yeah, they call me a degenerate, cause I'm popping pills just for the hell of it. I get away with anything, like whoop-de-woo. My GB off his face from pumping all that wonder glue. Hey boo, I'll shake my arms and walk away and leave your balls blue. I know I shouldn't, but yeah I do, boy. Bad boy one to leave your ears ring like that. Seafood, I'll do it politely, but I come through like a romance slightly. Flow so cold like December, icy, I'm out, you leave my feet is too pricey. Real talking about you come pricey, I'm putting in the work on the daily and nightly. Ain't no way that you're moving beside me, I'm levels ahead, yeah, you move too blindly. Chat shit, but you was on inside me, I grind so hard to the winds come tight. Stepping up, then you better tread too lightly, I'm built for this game, yeah, I'm locked in tightly. Always stay on point, never trick me wisely. Took some else, but I bounce that might. Attitude stage, yeah, I come real feisty. Jump on the beat and we're keeping it grimy. Never throw it down on the rhythm, took a quick set the back to come kill him. Attack the beat like a villain, yeah, Kelly, we packed J slip on the villain. And I was born with a vision, so once till I had completed the mission. Always on job, never tricky, yeah, one rules, none is get what you're given. See, I built this thing, yeah, brick by brick, I never blend in, no ordinary chickens, fire in the beef every time I spit. Your flame in the dance, whole team stay lit, whole team stay wavy. Killer on the mic, every pushing off Daisy. Grew up on the streets and nobody can phase me. Dumping man down for the rhythm on daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Won't stop to the whole scene, fear me. Come across for the whole damn daily. Dead man, yeah, me keep the thing eerie. Touch mic, push a place, get hyper. Raise the gun finger and a lighter. Flow venomous, come like paper. Watch your back, the thing does strike ya. And I keep 10 toes on the road, yeah, blacked out tracksuit, bag full of chrome. All gloves up with a belly from my dome. The silence is forget the ringtone. Keys to the city I roam. Every zone pure love gets shown. Troublemaker, yeah, I'm pro cause I'm rapping with one. Every band in my bone and I touch mic, watch the crowd start jumping. Bass so heavily, the speakers pumping. Bring a little bit of spice to the beat like pumpkin. Body sick, look bad, thick like dumpling. Did you see that, breed that, eat, yeah, trying to be mad, that could never be me. Did you see that, breed that, eat, yeah, trying to be mad, that could never be me. Yes, yes, Daisy. Boy. Said we ride up on the rhythm and we ride up on the flow inside each and every time. Said draw to the thing, yeah, bad boy one, the leave it is ring. Selection fire hazardous thing, alarm filling off a ring and ding ding, let's go. Said draw for the thing, am the wall daughter inside. Step up, make everybody get started. Hey.
Lord in the fucking mind. Yeah? Yo!
Boy! Will that one. Yes, shout to the Daisy, Sigil Radio, MC DEADMAN, what you telling me? Roll it. Boy.
Lord in the fucking mind. Yeah? Yo!
Let's go. Better than who, not better than we. I'm better than him, yeah, I'm better than she. Better than anyone. Try, freeze. I stepped to the mic and I did it with ease. It was easy, peasy. Life giving lips, I gave the squeezy. Me and my dog, we're just how long it's easy. Roll it. Big tune. Sound of the jungle is inside each and every time I beat.
Lord in the fucking mind.
Boy! Coldest baby driller inside. Coldest baby driller you have ever fucking seen. Ain't messing with the team, I leave the whole clip clean. Your boy can't get enough of me, he's like a fucking fiend. Yeah, once on my back, he got him waiting out his dreams. What you mean? I bring the fucking vibes, I bring the fucking energy. Rude girl business when I step up on the scene, yeah. High grade setting out the rhythm that got me lean. What you mean, hey? I smoke away my troubles, you don't know what I have seen. Don't ever judge a person till you know where they have been. Forget about the king, I am the motherfucking queen inside. Roll it. Let's go, straight jungle vibes inside, you know. Shout to the Birmingham crew. Big tune.
Lord in the fucking mind. Yeah? Yo!
Why? Fuck your praise, I don't need your validation. I got my own space in this mount, occupation. Yeah, you heard right, it's a female domination. Whips and change, you know them kinky situations. You know them kinky situations.
Yeah? Yo!
Roll it in like that, you know. sniff. I tell rappers on a daily I don't rate them. Fast and furious, just how my name was Jason Statham. Leave a guy around me, then no doubt that I will take him. Have me eat me for breakfast, just like I play of eggs and bacon. Yeah, I set him up right. Sneaking out his shot to come and play with me at night. Flow just like my pussy, yeah, you know it stays tight. And if a hoe tries to tell me, well then you know it's sunset. Roll it in. Roll it. Let's go. Said draw for the thing, yeah, bad way, one, the leave it is ring, selection, fire, hazardous thing, alarm filling off and ring a ding ding inside. Said draw for the thing, yeah, bad way, one, the leave it is ring, selection, fire, hazardous thing, alarm filling off, oh, hold it in. Said the body keeps going, trauma it's been through. I ain't got time to get into the shit that I've seen and shit that I've done. 28 years staring at the barrel of gun, it's fucking fun. Said the body. And I ain't got time to get into the shit that I've seen and shit that I've done. 28 years staring at the barrel of gun, it's supposedly fun. No, it doesn't feel that way, man. Clouded every day, skies all grey. When I'm going insane in the membrane, hey. I've seen so much creep on these streets, man. I can't lie, I pull one out there now, look up into the sky and reminisce on times gone by. And the people that we lost, cause life's so harder when you come to the block. We're man of our fair, none of them now blocks. We're born at the bottom, now we come to the top like, hey. I will never surrender, that can never be on my agenda. Stay fat, but always stay slender. Jump on a beat and make it back for living, cut, hey. I treat the mic so tender, shut down the last when I enter. Said I treat the mic so tender, shut down the last when I enter. All my MCs I will injure, back to your mum, I'll send ya. Don't care who I offend, I ain't never make friends, never pretend, never own everybody, that's never depend. Fake fans, fake friends, wait, when. Fake you say yeah, on fake trends, then fake answers, yeah, from fake ends, then fake chances, that shot one face like, hey. Kill it with a rhythm, kill it with a flow, kill it with a style, kill it with a no, kill it with a back to back to back flow, when a crowd say hey, and I say bo. Kill it with a style, kill it with a no, kill it with a back to back flow, when I walk in and I touch my kid, know the crowd, they lose control, yeah. Sound of the lazy, Sigil Radio, MC DEADMAN, we about to catch up by this stage, yeah. Roll it. is sweet and sensual. Yeah. Bad boy one, the leave is ring inside. Selection fire hazardous thing, let's go. Roll it, roll it. I am mean. Then I am the one on daughter, yeah. Step on make everybody get started, boy. Said I am the one on daughter, step on make everybody get started, hey. Liberty, automate, don't hit me, the mic and talk it, yo. I am the one on daughter, step on make everybody get started, hey. Liberty, automate, don't hit me, the mic and talk it, yo. I am the one on daughter, then I am the one on daughter, then I am the one on daughter, step on make everybody get started, say I am the one on daughter, then I am the one on daughter, then I am the one on daughter, step on make everybody get slaughtered. Boy.
Sigil.
You know what? That was a lot of fun. The selection was beautiful.
A lot of
beautiful.
jungle.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna sit down and have a little chat and get to know MC DEADMAN. So you're the first MC I think I've had on. We've had DJs, artists. We just might need to turn down a little. Let me check this, guys.
Well, thank you for inviting me as the first MC interview on here. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah? Okay. That sounds good. I just want to make sure everybody can hear. So, do you want to give a little introduction to yourself and kind of, I guess, what are your favourite kind of sounds and kind of, I guess, music taste in and out of MCing?
Yeah, so my name is MC DEADMAN. I'm from South London. I love the two extremes of bass music.
Okay.
So you can either find me listening to the dirtiest dubstep you've ever heard.
Which we love.
Yep, or the scattiest jungle. There is no in between.
That's a thing with me as well. I think I like my 140 to 170 because I like my grime, my dubstep, and then I just like my footwork jungle. As long as it's heavy and like hard hitting,
and if I feel it in my chest, I'm down for it. Yeah.
That's the thing, honestly. And I feel like people sometimes are a bit like thrown off by dubstep and stuff because they're like, you can't dance to it. Honestly, you can dance. And I saw people whining to dubstep at our last event, and I was like, I wish I had that movement, but this looks great, and one day I'm going to be there as well.
You've just got to feel it. If you can feel it, you can dance to it 100%.
Yeah, honestly, I think, for me, that's why I love jungle, especially in summer, because it's so much movement on the dance floor, and you can see it.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, if you're standing there listening to jungle, like, I don't know what's happening. Like, there's no hope. Leave the rave at this point.
No hope.
So it's your first time in Birmingham. How have you found it?
Beautiful. The people are so nice, and, like, it's so nice to just leave that London bubble sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much going on in London that you get so caught up in it and you forget that there's so many important scenes outside of it. So to step out of it and remember how much you guys are doing for the community as well has been like really refreshing for me.
Oh, I'm glad. Is it like, because I feel like in London, sometimes London, they hate on Birmingham, but I feel like, is it exceeding expectations?
I think London just hates everyone.
Do you think?
I think that's what it is.
Like,
I think we're just stush. Like the moment somebody says they're not from London, we're like...
I feel like as a Manchester, London particularly hate. I feel like that one
100%.
Because I feel like they both have like very, I guess, like prominent creative scenes in terms of the media. And I feel like people tend to move there, like I guess like in their 20s, it tends to be one of the two. A lot of the time people start moving to Birmingham, I promise you it's great. But I think like there seems, when I go to Manchester, they're like, no, I'd never live in London. And London's like, why would I move to Manchester? There's so much here.
And they've got such deep-rooted and individual sounds. Yeah. And I think that's why we kind of clash sometimes, is because we're both putting so much into a scene, but we're actually coming from two different perspectives. Yeah. And instead of taking the time to understand one another, we kind of just push each other down, which is not what we should be doing.
No, nope. I think with Birmingham, honestly, we're just... I think we're always just trying to connect with other cities and new scenes. I think that's the main thing. Like I think I was saying before, like the community and things like that.
Massively important. Like building a community is something that will get you through. It's what this music was built upon. It's built upon community spirit. It's built upon people that weren't heard or didn't have places to be. So we shouldn't be segregating people from that. If anything, we should learn and we should include more people within it.
That's where I don't understand some people who've been coming into the scene recently. And like why am I seeing DJs of like jungle and grime, and why are you following reform? Sorry, just put it out there. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, please leave respectfully. Like, none of us will leave it. Like,
and learning the history behind things is so important. We were saying this earlier, like working class Black British people have put so much into this scene, and without them, we wouldn't have the opportunity to do what we're doing today. Yeah. So I think a lot of people that are coming in need to look at the history and look at the lessons that we've spent so long learning, because without that, you're never going to understand the culture.
We'd never be doing what we enjoy now without that. I think like it's so important, and I think recognising that we were saying earlier, the V&A East just opened, and we've got something on the history of Black British music, and I think it's really important to go if you can go, because I went to one similar at the British Library and it was really insightful, and as much as I read about stuff, it's actually really different seeing things in person and exhibitions which are being curated by people who've spent so much time.
You feel it more. I think reading it is one thing, but going out and experiencing it and feeling it and meeting these people and listening to these stories, like there's only so much information you can get from a book. You need to be out there and actually actively searching to broaden your horizons in this scene.
It's so important, for sure. And in terms of cities, I don't know, is London your favourite city to perform in?
It's between London or Newcastle. Okay, I've got to shout out Newcastle.
I've been hearing, so Amelia Lee's had it in my, like, about Newcastle scene, and like she started out there, and like I now need to experience Newcastle, and the furthest up north I've gone is Leeds. I'm half Scottish, haven't even been up there, so don't feel offended about having
Newcastle's a different breed.
I want to go because it seems similar to Birmingham in the sense it's very community led and very grassroots, and now I'm like I need to go to Newcastle because
they just have it. Like they're not afraid to let loose. I think coming from London, there's a lot of ego and there's a lot of kind of, you know, we know how much social media has taken over things and how much we're being filmed and how much we end up self-censoring who we are because we know it's going to be put out somewhere that we might not want it to be put out. Whereas in Newcastle, they just have it. Like, they don't care. They're just here for a good time. Everybody on the dance floor dances.
That's what we need to see.
Which is something that doesn't happen in London. There's hardly any phones out. And if they are out, they're because they're trying to get a track ID, not because they're trying to put it in somebody's face.
I need to bring Messi to Newcastle.
Honestly, big up the tune each and every time.
Oh, I need to go. I think it's really frustrating when you go places, and we say this early, and sometimes venues, it feels like people are there for the coolness of it, and I think that's the issue, because people go to big festivals and big venues and then they don't support the grassroots scene, which doesn't let people come up, and then these grassroots venues are shutting.
And the message gets lost. You know, this is what I was saying earlier about it's important to go out there and research about the community, because if you're coming out here and you want to pay the biggest clubs and get the biggest paycheck and everything, that's not what this culture is about. It's about grassroots venues. It's about sound systems that people put blood, sweat and tears into. And, you know, there's a lot of people coming through that aren't giving the credit to what made this scene what it is, and there's people coming out here that aren't dancing, and if you're not dancing on the dance floor, why are you at this event? You know,
I think it's really crazy. And honestly, like, most people aren't going to be the people who are living in mansions off their DJ. Like, it's not like, I think you see, like, I guess, like Calvin Harris and that, they're living like that, but it's a very few number. And like, obviously it's not to say don't try to achieve that. I think it's like that shouldn't be your motivation for it. You don't enter it with that, and I think it's really frustrating. You don't enter it for that. You don't enter it just because like you think it's like culture of your mates. Like, I don't know. I think like it just got to come from a love of music and love of the community. Yeah. And I think those are like the two most important things. And I think like kind of 100%. You came into MCing through the love of the community and the music.
Yeah. So I've been kicking around for a long time. I grew up in Brixton, which is really deep rooted in sound system culture. So I've grown up around sound systems my whole life. As a young child, I was going to Notting Hill Carnival all the time. I found the squat party scene. I came up through that. I then found a community on the legal scene. So, you know, every part of my life has been about finding groups of people that didn't really exist anywhere else and finding the beauty that we can all exist together. And that is what community is so important for. Knowing that you're not alone, no matter how different you might feel or alone you might feel, you're not. There are people out there that will reflect your story or just listen to your story and that's incredible.
I think like you said, you came from Squat Prize. I didn't have that. I grew up in there's not that, but I think for me it was like house parties and parties in like fields and like forests and things like that, and then being like, how are we going to do this? And then slowly people started to bring in decks, and then that kind of came from that. And I think it's that thing of like, when you're kind of like growing up, it's like understanding the music, listening, finding new sounds, because I think you're just showing the charts a lot of the time and things like that. And then you meet such a different community, and I think because of the music and just in general, I think you find like a different kind of community through it, like through going
even
like,
that, like you said,
parties
it's
and
so
things like
easy to access mainstream music.
Yeah.
This music is not so easy to access. So if you love this music, you've already got to put in the footwork to find out about this music. That within itself just shows that you're dedicated to a scene. You know, we've all listened to the mainstream stuff, or we've heard jungle that's gone through the mainstream, or dubstep that's gone through the mainstream. But if you're following these communities, you're having to do legwork behind it. You're having to go on Discord, or you're having to search YouTube for hours to find these really rattled recordings from like 1993 where somebody's recorded the vinyl and put it out there. So, you know, doing that legwork shows how much you want to be a part of this, and that's again really important with longevity.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I guess now, I think because of COVID and kind of since then, I guess it's become more popularized. Yeah. And I think that's kind of maybe where the message has been lost and the history's been lost. And I think like it's really important, I guess, for people to understand that. It's
and again, like it goes back to the social media thing. Like we can all sit at home on our phones and go, this person's got 1,000 followers and they're getting 700 likes on a video of them DJing at Outlook. You haven't once thought about the legwork that's gone in behind that. The small venues we've done, the open mics we've done, the networking we've done, the empty floors, the opening sets, the closing sets when nobody's there. You don't go from doing nothing to doing main stages at huge festivals. So if that's why you're entering into this, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're not going to get there.
I think honestly I think that's kind of how it's like, I guess more and more you find your community, because those are people who show up, and then you kind of, I guess, when you're passionate about something, you meet people who are similarly passionate, and it's like few and far between that you end up with people who aren't, because you can't stick at it. If it's not, if you're doing it for wrong reasons, you can't stick at it.
You stick out like a sore thumb. If you're in a smoking area and you can't name me 4 tunes by the person that's playing on the lineup, I already know you shouldn't be here.
It's honestly, and I think just like actually going and discovering new sounds and things like that, because why, like I don't get it. I see people like, oh, I want to DJ, but I've only ever seen you at like the warehouse projects and boomtowns, and I've never seen you at the local venue supporting the artists, where actually
we've been there.
And I also hear some of the like best tracks, artists, productions, DJs, MCs in those rooms, and I probably have the best nights, and I think there's something so nice about it, because also people are comfortable to play, there's less anxiety, people are playing
and realistically, like there are big heads that still do these smaller gigs, and that's a chance for you to access them as real people. If you go see these people at Warehouse Project, you're not getting a wink at them. Do you get what I mean? If you go and see somebody playing a set at a small little pub somewhere, you're going to talk to them afterwards. You're going to be able to pick their brain. You're going to ask them questions. Where can I see you next? Do you have any people I should be following? Do you have anybody that could play at my event? You know, I think that, again, it goes back to that community thing of go to the smaller events and build a community around yourself before just throwing yourself in at the deep end, because none of us did throw ourselves in the deep end. No.
I think, like for me, I started out as literally, so like listening to it at home when I came to uni, when I was going to events, I ended up as like a promoter, kind of getting students tickets, discounted tickets. And that's how it started. So then when I started playing, I already knew a lot of people, and I was like, I'd already heard so many different sounds, and even then I was like still developing my sound and things like that. But I think like coming at it from a perspective of I've been on the dance floors, I've experienced so many different types of dance floors, it actually makes you a more well-rounded artist.
Well, 100%. You already know what you want to hear as a punter. You know, especially as an MC, I've been on dance floors, and I love it when an MC interacts with me, or I love hearing a certain bar that refers to females, or do you know what I mean? So to then step up on stage and be able to deliver that back to the crowd, I've already done my market research. You know, I haven't just stepped here and I don't understand what I'm doing. There is a pattern to it, you know?
I think for me, because like I didn't go to raves until I was like 18, apart from like house parties, and then all I saw online, especially pre-COVID, was so many male DJs. And then I came to uni immediately, like at the events. And then I was seeing female DJs, and that's literally, I was like, oh, okay, like it is accessible. How did you kind of get into MCing? Like, I feel like we spoke about this before, and you're just gonna be like, I don't really know.
I'm the most nonchalant MC you've ever met in your whole entire life. So I used to write poetry for fun as an outlet. And I was in Bristol one time, and my friends were playing a set, and they said, do you want to host it? And I said, yeah, cool. And I hosted the set, but I spat these 4 lines that I had, and I just kept repeating them.
I love that.
And people just jumped on it, and they said, you know, you've got a great tone, you know how to interact with the crowd. It's nice to see a female representing. And from that, I just worked at my craft, and I realised that this was something that I was kind of made to do.
Yeah.
It's never felt hard. I've never pushed myself. I've never gone out of my way to do this. I've just naturally fallen into it, which has become one of the most beautiful things that's ever happened.
I know. I was kind of shocked because you only been doing like 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Me and Riggers were like, what? Sorry, what? Because honestly, but it's like to you, because you've got the natural talent for it.
And it's, you know, I'm not out here expecting myself to be on these massive stages.
Yeah.
I love coming to do community radio, and I love doing community events, or, you know, like even down to getting drunk with my friends and just spitting in the kitchen. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's never been about reaching this huge end goal. Yeah. And I think realistically, that's why I'm going a little bit further, is because I'm not putting this pressure on myself to achieve anything. Yeah. And every booking is a blessing. People don't always see it that way.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a chase. It's
a chase.
Race.
Yeah, you know.
I think it's weird because I think for so long, kind of, people have gone into the creative scene to kind of go out of the corporate rat race, and then slowly it's kind of becoming that. I think because so many events and venues are being bought up by these massive companies. Yeah. I think on top of that, kind of, I guess it kind of been oversaturated, but not necessarily with the right people. And also I think because of sometimes how it's glamorized, which it isn't always that glamorous. And I think, and it's meant that actually weirdly, everyone's accidentally ended up in this rat race in music, which actually everyone originally like entered this to escape that and to be like an F you to your parents of like, I'm not going to do this.
But even that, you know, it's about that, seeing the unbeautiful side. You know, as a DJ, I'm sure you've experienced it. I've had to do night bus journeys home for 2.5 hours after a gig. I've had to use my last pennies to buy a train ticket to get somewhere. You know, this life is not always glamorous.
I've
it's
checked
not.
if Bandcamp has Klarna before. Like, being there, like.
Or even that, you know, you see a tune released and you want to support the artist, and it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to do it, but you put it into it because you know what you're getting out of it means so much more than the money that you're putting into it. Unfortunately, that's not reflected with a lot of the people that are taking over the scene at the moment. It seems like they want to take money from the scene rather than put it into it. And that's why a lot of grassroots venues are shutting. That's why a lot of smaller people are not getting booked, because all the money is just going to the wrong people.
Yeah, it's all being kind of put into one direction, which all goes to probably about the 3 same companies. As we've seen in the news with the monopoly, but I won't say too much on that. But
which is why we need to support grassroots venues. Like, if there's one thing I can say to do, it is go to your local venues, go to the small events where there might only be 15 people on the dance floor. You will have the best time and you will make the best friends.
I've honestly had, like, even in venues and like clubs, which isn't my thing, if you're with the right people, you will have a good time. If you go with the right energy, you will have a good time. If you don't go with the expectation of like, I'm going to see the DJ with 200k and this dance floor is going to be full of 1,000 people. You might go to an event that's curated really well and it's an amazing event, and it might not have sold that well, but you can still have the best night ever as long as the music.
100%.
Like,
100%.
I think there's this thing of like, and I think it's really hard to promote it. Let's say if an event necessarily doesn't sell well, to then be like people will leave on top of that. So it's already quiet and then people don't want to stay because they've come for this. And actually 100%. It's just for the enjoyment of music rather than for like what you can essentially, most of the time it's posted online. I saw this advert yesterday.
And these big events, they're copied and pasted. You know, if you miss one, give it 2 months, you're going to see that exact same lineup in another city. Within that time, you can hit 50, 60 different small venues and open your brain
and
up
afford
to afford it. Find these producers that are coming up that are making scatty jungle, incredible dubstep. You know, the people that you're seeing that are big, they're cool, but they're playing the same things over and over again in every city. You see a small person, they're changing their set every time they play.
Because I've seen big DJs before, and don't get me wrong, they're great, but I saw like a big DJ, like probably like just because like I happen to it. A lot of the time, like I'll go to stuff and there'll be other artists, and I went to this, saw this one person 3 times in the space of like 6 months, and every single time I could tell you what was coming next, and I was like, oh okay. I was like, and now it's probably been 2 years. I'm still not that.
Well, it's like listening to a playlist. You know, it becomes listening to a playlist.
And I think that's the thing as well. People go to like big venues and they see these big artists, and these big artists actually sometimes want to showcase work which you might not have heard. And it's also that thing of when people aren't accepting it. I've seen it with Warehouse Project and artists, and they're like, why didn't they play this track? Why have you gone there for a single track?
Listen, go home and listen to it at home. Put it on your speaker. We can Google these things.
But actually, like when you go to see big artists as well, actually be open to the fact it might not be the sound that you necessarily expect, and there's so much craft that's gone into developing new sounds and be open to that.
And people are on a journey.
Yeah, like Neo Archives now is releasing different music. I'm so excited. I know it's probably not going to be the other stuff, but I've been listening to bits of it, and I'm so excited because I know how much she puts into her craft.
100%, and it's a kind of a reflection on people's personalities, and I think that's why we shouldn't always shut down things, because if we're vulnerable enough to show you a side of our personality, it might not be what you've expected from us, but it doesn't mean it's less important.
Yeah, exactly. And in terms of kind of MCing, and I guess it's a male-dominated scene,
Yeah.
I feel like we just have to speak about it. It's called it's called Are You With The DJ, because I've been asked that before. You go behind my desk and we're like, so what guy are you here with then?
Yeah.
So how do you find it? Because obviously, I think even more than DJing, it's so male-dominated.
It's horrible. Sometimes it's horrible. So like, it's just, I feel like I have to work 10 times harder.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of get looked at like a token. I get overlooked, especially with being quite short as well. Being on stage with like 6-foot MCs, sometimes they don't even see me to be able to hand the mic to me. So then I'm just there like, can I get a turn?
Give me a go, yeah.
So it's horrible, but it's also why it's so important. Like, I've got an 8-year-old daughter, and for her to see a woman go, this is what I'm gonna do, and I don't care who's surrounding me, and I don't care who thinks I should be here or not.
Yeah.
That is the lesson that I want to teach my daughter, and the rest of the females that are out there that can bar but just won't pick up a mic because nobody's going to give it to them. You know, you've got to fight for it.
I honestly feel like a lot of the time you'll just see 1 or 2 female MCs on the thing, and it's actually, and for me as well, I feel like I definitely, like, because I've been following a lot of like Steve's Factory and stuff recently, because they've been showcasing so many great female MCs, and
100%.
I'm really, because I definitely think like they're not given enough shows, they're not given enough like radio, so it's
and if
really,
it is, it's segregated. This is a woman's only special. Why are we doing that? We can all eat off the same table. It doesn't matter what's hanging between my legs. If I can spit, I can spit. You know, give me a chance to join the rest of the crew, you know?
All the male-dominated scenes for one International Women's Day, and then that's like what I've seen. I'm like, it's International Women's Day, and we're gonna give this one day, and it's for the wrong reasons. Like for us, we do like it because we're women with experience, and there's so much to it of creating a safe space, things like that. But I think when it's a thing of like these like things opened by men, I mean, it's sort of like International Women's Day. We're going to
That's
today.
the one day of the year that we're going to make sure we pick women to do it. But also, it's the same women being recycled, you know? And that's no shade on the women that are getting the opportunities. But why are people not out there doing the legwork and finding these MCs that are smaller than a huge 30,000 followers on Instagram, you know?
I've had people like bring it up to me before, like when I've said to them, like, why is there no women on this? And they're like, oh, can you tell me something? And I'm like, here's the thing, like, I could. And there's so many people, like, DJs, MCs I could tell you about. But also,
You do it.
You do it. Like, go do the work. Like, I don't know what your taste is. Otherwise, I'm just handing you a list of names and you're just going to be like, oh, that one.
Which, again, leads back to the fact that women are still doing the legwork. So it doesn't really work out.
And which is what we're saying about International Women's Day. That it's really nice when we have men in the conversations, because it can't just be us.
No, I think, we're so used to what problems we're facing. We face them on every single day. So it is about the male counterparts actually taking responsibility to research smaller females, put smaller females on their lineup, come to International Women's Day events. Don't just book a few people that you know that are your friends that are girls. That's still not doing enough for the scene.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, like, for me, definitely, like, the first International Women's Day, a promoter came and was like, actually, I really understand this, and they made I could see the really conscious effort after, and they've done a really good job, because they were very young going into a promoter scene. I was like, oh, you've actually done a really good job of actually putting like women and non-binary people in your lineups, and like they came and listened and actually really engaged with the conversation,
which is beautiful, you know. I give people grace. I understand that sometimes it can be hard to step out of your usual algorithm, but it's about the willingness to learn. So if you come to me and you say, I'm really trying to find female talent, do you have any names you could suggest? I'm happy with that. If I ask you why you're not booking women and you say, well, who have you got? That's kind of, that's not giving the same energy.
It's not the same energy, because you should have seen that when you put it together.
And you're not wanting to learn. You're just wanting me to do your job for you.
And
so
like, why is it there in the first place? Like, why am I seeing festival lineups all like, I'm just confused.
I know, it's 2026.
I'm really confused. And in terms of like, how do you find balancing being a mum and being a mum in the scene? Because I think that's also a unique experience in itself.
It's super hard. It is super hard. I think a lot of people think that I should be one or the other. And there are certain topics that I talk about when I'm MCing that obviously are not particularly child friendly. But people forget that even though I'm a mum, I'm still a person. So 100%. When I put my kid to bed at night and I go out and I spit bars, or I might get a bit drunk, or I might say things on the mic that you wouldn't expect me to as a mum, I'm not in mum mode. I'm not doing that. But it makes me work 10 times harder.
Yeah.
It makes me want to keep going. It gives me the inspiration. It gives me, you know, the unique perspective to say this is not just about me. So when we go back to community, I already know that I'm leaving a legacy for somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's,
100%.
you know, being a mum has really highlighted that. Whereas if I was not a mum, I'd go, well, I'm doing it for me and this is great and we can live in the moment. And that would be it.
You're creating the future of the
I'm creating the future. And we say that with Energy Crew, you know, everything we're doing nowadays is not specifically for us to gain from. It's for people like my daughter to gain from. The people that are going to come up in 10 years time, we're doing the legwork for them. Just like the people before us did the legwork for us to have an opportunity.
I think 100%. I really hope, I think it's getting better, and I really hope that actually there is change, and I think everyone's starting to talk about the things we need, so that actually when people start to come into it, it's a welcoming space, it's a diverse space, and that there's like local community things being 100%. Supported.
And like even with that, with, you know, my daughter growing up around this industry, she doesn't have the intimidation that some people might have going into it. She already knows that she can DJ if she wants to. She knows she can be an MC if she wants to, or run an event, or do these things. She's already doing it. Do you get what I mean? So that's another thing, like opening up this space for her so that she doesn't feel so intimidated when she goes into it, is incredible. And she can tell her friends, we can do this. She can build a collective. You know, it's if you can't see something, you can't be it.
Yeah. 100%.
And that's why it's important for us to be here and to be doing what we're doing.
Yeah, 100%, I agree. And in terms of like taking her places, anywhere you'd recommend that people is like family friendly, or things for them to like, I guess, get their kids into it as well?
I would say visit your local record shops.
Yeah.
There's always things like Record Store Day where they'll put events on that are family friendly. It's about finding day events. There's so many things, you know, in London we've got like the Brockwell Park festivals. You can bring kids to them. Exposing children in a safe environment. I think that's what's important. Or let them play on your decks at home. Don't be so scared to let them press a couple buttons or to get excited.
I've so many kids DJing at the moment.
Because you know what, the worst
fun.
they're going to do is maybe just mess up a mix.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to break your equipment, and exposing them to that is so educational. And you know, you can then enjoy music on a different level because you're enjoying it with your child and you're enjoying it during family time, and they might ask you about a tune and they might introduce you to something you might not have heard of. You know, how many times when she gets bigger is she going to tell me, Mum, have you heard this tune? And I'm going to go, no, I haven't.
You've got a constant feed of new music.
A constant feed of new music, because when I'm dusted and out of this, she's going to be bringing me tracks and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, honestly, and she'll be telling you like how to do this with socials.
Yeah, 100%.
It's perfect.
But you know,
you're like manager grown up now.
100%. But like going back to that, I think it's important at the moment for promoters to realise there are a lot of parents within this scene.
Yeah.
So making things like day festivals accessible to families is really important.
Yeah.
Putting on day parties at pubs where children can come to is important.
Yeah.
You know, it's about, at the moment, it's a lot to do with the promoters need to do a lot of more legwork to allow parents to still experience the things that they enjoy.
Yeah, because I think sometimes it can kind of, people expect you to lose your individuality and your identity within it. And I think like it's really nice to see not only haven't you done that, you've also introduced your daughter to that.
Yeah.
But I think, definitely, because like obviously like I don't have children, but like in terms of like people I know and things like that, it's like, oh, okay, well, I've got to leave, like I've got to like find the time, and find babysitting if I want to go enjoy it.
And that's why it's so
But
important to
actually
have her there. The amount of people that have said to me like, I really want a family, but I didn't realise that I could have a family and do this at the same time.
Yeah.
Why can't you?
Yeah.
They go to bed at 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. The rave don't start till 10.
Yeah.
All you got to do is get a babysitter and you can still live this exciting life and still be a good parent. You do not have to pick one lane or the other.
Yeah, I think 100%, like, it's been kind of really nice spending that, like, out of you guys and, like, seeing that. But I definitely think, like, it's made me think as well about, okay, like, when I'm doing things which aren't, like, what can I make accessible and, like, get children involved and kind of allow it to be a space. Because I also think it's important, like, about, like, speaking to other people in the industry, like other mums and stuff 100%. And dads who are like also bringing up children in industry and like having that community, because I think it's really important because not everyone can understand that.
You know, even things like I've had conversation with promoters before where I've got to get up and do something with my daughter the next day, so can I not be put on a set too late?
Yeah.
Or I've got promoters that will pay me my babysitting fee separate to my normal fee.
That's great.
Because realistically, if I'm having to pay babysitting out of my fee, I'm getting less of a fee each time, and my male counterparts are not having to pay out for that. So for some promoters to say, you know, here's the money for babysitting and here's the money for
really
your
good.
job, that's incredible. So if we can have them open and honest conversations with people, it's only going to make this scene better for the people that want to continue in it long term.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, and I actually think that's really great that promoters are doing that.
I know.
Like, that's a really no, but like that's because people cover like transport, hotels, and things like that, but actually
Never
like,
cover babysitting.
Yeah, guys, start covering babysitting.
Please.
Right, well, I've had one question. We've come to the end. We're going to have to get you
Just
back on at some
yapping, just
point.
yapping.
Away. You were like nervous for the interview. I was like, it'll be fine. It's just going to be a conversation for us all. It's been an extension of the yap outside. But thank you so much to MC DEADMAN for coming on. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next month. And is there anywhere they can come see you soon?
So I am doing Gemfest this year. I'm doing Boomtown this year. And if anybody's in France, I'm in Rennes in 2 weeks' time. But, I don't know if there's any French people up in it.